Assalamu alaikum, and today we're going to talk about the path. We've been on a long journey. We've figured out our foundations: body, mind, heart, soul. We discussed about purpose and passion, and now today we're going to talk about the path. So after knowing all of this, you're going to choose your path, which road to take. And what I mean by that is, in the end, we have to take one of these roads. One of them we call entrepreneurship. The other one is called career. Your as an employee, right? And each road is a bit different. It can tackle different things. It doesn't mean one is good or the other is bad. It just means depend on who you are. And how do you know where do you belong to? The first one is entrepreneurship. This is where you figure out your why. And if you're the type of person, if your why doesn't exist, you go and create it. Right? You have seen a lot of big companies like Apple, Tesla, and all this done by entrepreneurs. So if you're that kind of person, you can do that. So first, how you know you're an entrepreneur, right? There are a lot of criteria. One of them is the 6 very quick criteria you want to go through before you jump in, because it's not easy. Trust me, everybody shows it's easy, a lot of money, but it's not the reason to go into entrepreneurship. The first thing is, are you a visionary? What does it mean is that, can you see the big picture? Can you see what you want to build or what your passion is? Can it be built in such a big, large solution? Just give yourself 1 to 10 score. Next question. Are you passionate? Do you remember we discussed that? Are you passionate about this cause? Don't start thinking just for the sake of money. Money is the end result, it will come. But you have to start because you really care about it. From 1 to 10, this idea, how passionate are you? This is leave a score. We'll move on to the next question. Third, are you a problem solver? What does it mean? You can be passionate about things, you can be visionary, but do you have what it takes? Because this road is bumpier than the other one. Trust me, there are a lot of uncertainties. Problems arise almost every day. Are you the type of person, the mindset that you can solve a problem? If that is, give a problem 1 to 10, give a number from 1 to 10 you can figure out. The next one is a risk taker. Again, as I said, are you people gonna take a risk? Some people are not good with taking risks. And give a number from 1 to 10. And another one is driven. What does driven mean is that it is entrepreneurship is a long journey, right? There's no one out there to give you motivation and cheers. Instead, you have to be driven internally. That's why we said you have to know your why. Do you know your why? And if you know your why, you'll be driven. Give a number from 1 to 10. Not like 1 year, not like 5 months. Would you be driven about this thing the next 5 years and 10 years? And that's the right thing to do as well. Give another number from 1 to 10. The last one is we call it responsible. Are you responsible for the things that happen? What I mean is that the saying goes that the difference between a boy and a man is the man takes responsibility, right? Are you responsible for the results? You don't blame other people. You don't give excuses about the weather, other stuff. Take responsibility, move on. So now, on those 6 scales, if you take 1 to 10 number, if you add all of them, if you are 8 or above on each scale, or more than 80%, it means you're a good candidate for entrepreneurship. If not, try to build the skills until you're really good at that. The reason I am telling you right away is that I want you to I don't want you, if you are a fish, I don't want you to climb, okay? If you're let's say if you're an animal that lives on the tree, let's say a monkey, I don't want you to swim. Right? It doesn't make sense. So you have to know who you are, what type of person you are to take your journey. If you think you take all this, get the book or get any book that will gonna help you with your entrepreneurial journey and take that journey. So what about the career options? What about if you're a professional? You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You're welcome as well, right? That's another similar story. Inshallah, maybe in the coming future we'll create another course that's going to tackle on how to help find your dream job and join the team. It doesn't mean always you have to create a new cause. Maybe there's already some people are doing that, and you figure out your skill. Let's say your skill is sales, right? And you join the organization who are looking for a sales, and you will do that. By doing that, you're still executing your why by adding who you are. That's perfect. And inshallah, hopefully, we'll create a course based on that, how you figure out if you're an entrepreneur or not, and then especially if you're an employee, how do you find your dream job and grow your path through that as well. So these are the two paths I want to talk about today. And inshallah, in the next video, I would like to talk about the prosperity. Just before doing that, I want to mention, if you are the type person who is Muslim and you want entrepreneurship, I strongly recommend to get a copy of this book. This is exactly what's written, step by step. I didn't go into detail here. It starts with the purpose, passion, it goes into product, it goes to promotion, and all these details, detail by detail, the whole story. I strongly recommend that. If it's employee, if you want the career option, inshallah we'll get back. So 4 questions again. What are your beliefs about your path? Do you have what it takes? Do you think you're the person, inshallah, take this path and towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala become successful? What are your beliefs? Take a 2 minutes and come back. So second question, what's your goal? Here it's very simple. You have to make a decision. Am I going to be entrepreneur? Am I going to be employee? Or take the career option and take the professional track, which is fine. Pick one of them. Number 3, question, why? Why do you want to do that? You have to have a really strong reason for each of the steps you take, okay? Last but not least, number 4, what are the things you're going to do to go on your journey? If it's entrepreneurship, your first step is buy the book or buy the course, go through it. Or it's this career option, get a book or get a course, figure out how to get the job you love and stick to it a longer time. So these are the questions for this session. In the next video, inshallah, I'm going to talk about the prosperity. We call it the barakah, some call it money, and I think that's going to be very interesting. Looking forward to seeing there. Assalamu alaikum.